And we're locked in live from Pensacola, Florida. Island Fights 50. Man, my cousin, my partner, my co-host, Dave the Wave. How are you doing, my man?
I am doing awesome. A dream come true. This has been unbelievable. What a great night yesterday, but an even better today. We can't wait. We got so many people coming in, right, Cuzzo?
Yeah, we have a plethora of guests coming in from amateur to pro. All these athletes are spectacular. They'll be coming in and speaking to us tonight. All brought to you by Dean Toole and presented to you by Team FakeGear. Everybody's in the building tonight. Such a great group. Pete White Boxing MMA. Like I said, Dean Toole. You have Shain from Team FakeGear. Brad. Cannot be happier. Cannot wait.
We cannot wait. I cannot wait to get locked in with our guests.
So hope you guys enjoy it. And like always, stay locked in. We are locked in with SD Dumas. How you doing again tonight, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How about y'all?
We are blessed. Dave and I are right here on stage, Island Fights 50, about to watch you compete. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling good, just ready to go and show some more work. This time I'm not looking for a knockout, but this time I'm looking, to knock the dude out this time. Last performance I did at Island Fight 59, wasn't my best. But this time I'm going to show everybody, I'm a striker, a grappler, and I'm good on the ground.
So you're trying to bang?
Yeah, this time, yeah. I'm not playing no times. I'm not playing into the crowd feel of, we want all 3 rounds to be striking. That's what I did the last time, but I'm an all-round dude, wrestling, striking, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, so I'm playing in my game tonight.
Okay. I got a real serious question. You ready? How was that snake? They put that big snake over you?
I saw that.
I saw that on Facebook. I went crazy. That's not my thing. I can do a lot of things in life. No snakes.
At first, I was just like, okay, cool. Then I'm like, when they started looking at me, I'm like, get it off me. You got to go,
They were trying to take pictures or something to promote a snake?
Yeah, try to do it for the kids and stuff,
Okay.
At our gym we had a couple people that was staying in the orphanage and stuff. So they came to the gym, just show them love with animals, show them fighters, that type of stuff.
So you're a lover and a fighter.
Yeah, I love anime too, I'm all about the Dragon Ball Z too and helping out kids, yeah. So
I was about to say, is it like a tactic, like a technique mentally? So if you can wrap a snake around your neck and not get scared, you're not going to get scared in the ring?
Nah, I'm going to say,
all right. I say that's some interesting tactics right there.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do to get the W inside the ring. Anything.
Yeah, I'm going to say you just got to stay focused. Adrenaline do be a rush in the crowd. They can boo you, say, hey, yeah, but I stay focused through the whole time.
That's what I was about to say. Island Fights 50, this is the biggest event of the year in Florida. I mean, you have Team FakeGear in the building. We're in the everyone's in the building watching this. This is such a huge opportunity for you. Are you excited? Are you nervous? This is right. We're seeing you before combat. Very few people know what that feeling's like.
Yeah, I'm very excited, to be a part of, an AMI Pro, event, to showcase what I can do in front of, I don't know how many people are going to be here, but just to show that, hey, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready for the pro level. So I know last time I made a statement that I'm, not ready to turn pro because of my performance last out in the fight. It wasn't so good, but I'm going to showcase everybody and let them know, hey, I'm good on the ground and striking and standing up too. So,
well, we appreciate you giving us your time. We're going to be right here. So, I mean, you get the win. We're right here. Yeah. We'd love to have you on, talk to you, and best of luck to you.
Yeah, appreciate
in
it,
your
man.
fight. We appreciate you giving us your time.
Appreciate you, my man. All right, man. All right.
And we are locked in. Christian Lohsen joining us. You're a familiar guest. We're live right now. Obviously, you can tell by the fantastic music behind us. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Got much food in me. I'm feeling good. Got good food, not just
Right, the right food.
Yeah.
Well nourished.
Feeling good. Feeling hydrated. Just feeling loose and ready to go.
Has anything changed from leading up to this fight since the last time we spoke to you to now? As far as mentality-wise, do you feel more excited, a little more nervous, you feel prepared? What's your mentality like right now? You're about to be a part of the biggest event in Florida.
I'm feeling good. Love the venue.
Yeah.
I've competed in a couple different shows, and this venue is it feels more like a pro event. I love the other venues I've fought in, but this one just feels like a step up, and it's exciting, and I'm ready to go out and perform in that ring in front of everybody.
Right.
Absolutely. One thing I wanted to ask you, a lot of fighters have different weight cuts. Was it a good weight cut for you or an okay weight cut for you?
I'd probably put this as an okay one.
Okay. Really?
Started a little heavier than I have for my past fights.
Okay.
So I came in, this weight cut I started at 177 instead of 169 where I started last cut. So it changes things a little bit. But in wrestling, I was cutting 20 pounds a week my junior year, every week for a season. So this is nothing compared to that.
I'm about to say, that's interesting. You've seen, like, we see all the time in MMA, wrestlers have a different mentality. Like, that has to benefit you. Like you just said, you're used to cutting 20 pounds, so this is nothing to you.
Oh, yeah. These weight cuts, when I get to weigh in a day before and then eat before competition, that's cakewalk.
Yeah.
Like wrestling cuts, I was doing 20 pounds from Sunday to Friday and then gaining it back by the weekend's end and then cutting it back by Friday, and then I'd have to weigh in that morning, compete that day, and sometimes have to hold that weight for the next day. So these weight cuts, it's always a struggle cutting weight, but it's so much easier knowing that once I make it, I get to eat before competing. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Talk more about your gym. I was really excited. We started looking into, we're excited to talk about the gym, Dark Wolf, and everything about that.
We opened a little more than 3 years ago. Me and my parents, we opened a gym.
That's awesome.
Was that your dad taking the cool pictures up there?
Possibly.
It was like yesterday. He was taking awesome selfies from him all the way to the ring.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Probably. If he was in a Dark Wolf MMA shirt, it had a triangle on it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome.
There
he is.
Yep, that was him.
Yeah.
The legend.
Very cool.
But yeah, we opened our gym, started teaching jiu-jitsu and everything, slowly got fighters coming in.
Yeah. What's a great website that people that are hearing that can, reach out to you? Where can they go to find it?
To find Dark Wolf MMA, we have darkwolfmma.com, or you can go to Facebook, Dark Wolf MMA. All our information's on there, schedule, contact info.
Awesome.
If they message or call the number or message the Facebook, we respond pretty quickly. So
Very cool. Very cool.
I saw you warming up in the ring, like one of the first things. You were one of the first people here because we showed up pretty early, and I see you with Beats headphones on, like I just said, and you're in the ring warming up. Is that like crucial to you to just get the feel of the ring, the space, get your movement down? Do you visualize how the fight's going down when you do that?
Mainly what I'm doing is I'm feeling sometimes with the cages or rings, the flooring underneath is a little uneven, so sometimes I'm feeling for those spots to know when I'm moving around the cage if some has more give or some doesn't for landing and everything. Also feeling the ropes or the cage panels, sometimes different sides have different give, so it's always nice to figure that out beforehand.
That seems like a veteran move. You're definitely one of the younger guys for the professional. How did you learn that? Did someone, get you that trick? How did you know about that?
I've been around it since I was 4.
Okay.
I was helping train some of our pro fighters in California when I was like 12, so always just telling them what to feel, what to not. Every cage, every event, every ring has a different feel to it, and you always need to learn those tells, because sometimes losing your footing due to one spot, like a vinyl logo being slippery more so than other spots in the cage, can change things later on in the fight.
Yeah, that's interesting, Dave. You have a very calculated approach to this.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Born in the game.
I know he's going to want to stand and bang with you, but, I mean, if you're putting this much detail into the canvas, I can't wait to watch what you do in the fight. So it's been a pleasure to give us your time. We truly appreciate it, and best of luck to you in your fight.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you.
Absolutely, buddy.
And we're locked in. James Freeman Jr., how are you doing tonight, sir?
Man, I'm doing real good. Just excited about tonight, ready to get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, Dave and I are here. We're sitting here. We're looking at the ring. All these people come in, all these athletes. Mm-hmm. This is a spectacular event.
Exactly.
And we've spoken to you before. What's your mentality now that the fight is this close?
It's time to eat. It's time to get it on, time to eat. No thinking. It's just time to go out here, trust in my training, trust in my ability, and go out here and work hard. You know what I'm saying? Go out here and prove that I'm a top-notch fighter, and I'm going to put this guy away.
Unbelievable. We just saw you in the ring as well. Yeah. Were you just trying to feel it out, trying to feel the ropes a little bit, just trying to get your time and right your footing down? Yeah,
that's what I do. I like to go out there and feel the air. I call it feeling the air. I like to go out there and look into the stands, feel the air, get that feeling that I'm going to need to push me ahead. So I love the attention. I love the just being in the ring on the stage, and so I like to go in there and feel it out, though. Feel it out, because you got your bumps, your curves, and you have all type of stuff that you go in there. So I just want to go ahead and see where I was at.
Okay. That's a veteran move. Yeah. That's a veteran move.
I learned from a lot of veterans, a lot of guys that I've trained with, so I learned from them.
What's the gym you train out of?
Millennium MMA.
Go ahead and plug away. Where can people find that? Is there any way that people can access that gym? They see James Freeman fighting. He's a beast.
Yeah.
They want to join that gym. Where can they find that gym?
That gym is in Rancho Cucamonga, California. But it's a Millennium MMA. We have a lot of top-notch guys. Lorenz Larkin, Sean Strickland, Jonathan Bravo, Tatiana Suarez just fought. She's from Millennia. We got a lot of up and coming fighters. Johnny Cincinnero, Saeed Awad. So we're loaded. We're loaded.
That's awesome. How did the weight cut go for you this week?
It went all right. It went all right.
You feeling good tonight, though?
Oh yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. I came up 10 pounds, so I'm getting better at the weight cut as I go. So
that seems to be the toughest part of the fight is the weight cut for every fighter.
Yeah. It's the toughest. It's the toughest. You really have to have your mind set. Your mind has to be right. You have to be right. A lot of times as fighters, they don't talk about it, but a lot of times fighters cheat. They're not really dieting the whole time, and you're gonna pay for it when it's time to cut. So a lot of it is, damn, I should have done a better job, or I should have put that piece of cake down.
The discipline
3 weeks ago, even though I kind of looked at it and was like, oh, I got 3 weeks. Still, you have to be disciplined.
It catches up
with you. So
yes,
that's just what happens to all of us. But I think you get better with each fight.
James, thank you for giving us your time. We can't wait to watch you compete.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you.
Island Fights 50. Let's get it.
And we're locked in. Devin Cushing, the star himself, joining us. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, brother. I feel good. I'm ready to put on a show tonight.
I mean, we've had you on, and you're an awesome guest every single time. But now, moments before the fight, this is the first time we've been able to speak to you right before the fight. Has your mentality changed? Any more excited? Are you calm before the storm? Are you anxious? What is your feeling like right now?
Yeah, I'm always calm before the storm. Really don't try to think about the fight too much.
Right.
I know it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? My time about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'll be walking out fighting. So, I don't really try to put too much emphasis on the fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, just relax, man. Try to stay as calm as possible and not burn up as much energy. Just relax.
Yeah, no nervous energy. Well, you're definitely the best-dressed man in the building so far today. Looking smooth. We got the J's on, looking great.
Yep. Y'all boys looking good, too, man. Got to stay sharp.
Appreciate it. We're learning it from you. It's another day in the office. What kind of J's okay, so this is all right. I don't know if you watch any NBA, but every time they walk in the building, it's like they're fit for the game. And it's like that's the first thing they show. Russell Westbrook, Steph Curry, LeBron James. Do you have one pair of J's you wear every time you fight? Is it any rituals you have?
Nah. Not really. I like to switch it up. I like to mix it up. Just all depends what I want to throw on. To be honest with you, man, I haven't pulled these out the box yet. I just undead stocked them today, these OVO 8s.
Man.
Yeah, I just undead stocked them today. I bought this jumpsuit today, so...
And I remember,
I remembered I had them, so I had to pull them out the closet for you. I thought about you, Max. So.
I've been thinking about your J's since we had that conversation. I'm like, I want to know your favorite pair. What's your favorite pair of J's? Because the most common answer is usually 11s.
The bread 11s.
Those are your favorite too?
The breads. Just the original, man. It's the OG. You know what I'm saying? Just the original.
No, I dig it. I have those breads. I have them. I want some Concords as well, though.
I like the Concords. They drop in December.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're dropping in December.
You hear the 11s, it's like 8 out of 10. It's like an 80%. That's the favorite.
I'm telling you, every person I ask is always bread 11s. Just because it's an 11.
It's just an original, too.
Yeah.
It's the one Michael Jordan wore. I mean, he wore a bunch of them in the game.
Sure. Right.
That's the one I think everybody remembers the
iconic.
most. And it's most of all, it's the Bulls colors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yep.
I was going to say tonight, we've been hearing a lot about your opponent. There's going to be a good test for you. You ready? Is there anything you're looking forward to? You want to get tested a little bit? I know the last couple of fights you're like, you wanted better competition.
Man, to be honest with you, man, I'm ready for whatever, really.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the step up in competition. I just heard my opponent, he's durable tonight.
Yeah.
I heard he could take some, and I'm hoping he's willing to take.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to dish it out tonight. So, I'm just going to go in there and beat Devin, man. As long as I beat Devin, I'll be all right in any fight. So
you're incredibly entertaining. You're even a better person. We truly appreciate you always giving us your time and showing us the love and support. You don't have to say the name, but do you have a shoe plug? You must have a shoe plug.
No, I actually don't.
You're just balling like that.
I know a lot of people around here.
Right.
And they hook me up, man. They they look out for me. I got my boy owns Divvies right down the street on W Street. He has a lot of shoes. They buy shoes, resell shoes and stuff. So I just got a lot of people in the city looking out for me, man. Pensacola's really on my back.
Yeah, I was about to say, people are going to jump on this bandwagon, so you got to make sure you know the real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
and I appreciate y'all having me, Max and Dave. I appreciate y'all being in Pensacola, man, coming to watch me, fight tonight.
The pleasure is ours.
We wouldn't miss it for the world. We drove from Daytona and all the way up. We're like, we can't wait. Devin Cushing, that jab. We're excited tonight. We can't see it, baby. We can't wait.
Thank you for giving us your time, and best of luck with you with your fight.
Appreciate y'all, boss.
Amen.
And we're locked in, the promoter, founder of Island Fights. We're here at Island Fights 50, Pensacola, Florida. Dean Toole, thank you, my man.
Hey, thank you guys for coming, man. I appreciate it.
You gave us an awesome setup at an awesome event. We truly appreciate it. Brought to you by Team FakeGear. But before we get into any important stuff, you're not a Jordans guy, so you have to explain yourself. How can you just say you're not a Jordans guy?
Definitely not a Jordans guy. I'm a Michael Jordan guy. I lived in Chicago, so I was there during the Steve Kerr three-point game-winning shot. Super Michael Jordan fan. I just don't wear Jordans.
What about it?
I just like loafers and drivers. Like I used to, wear certain shoes, but
when you become a little bit more professional, Max, we'll teach you. Dean and I will teach you to, just a little bit nice, a little bit more.
I'm a Gucci guy. Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton, Christian Louboutin. That's my type of stuff.
Next time you go to the Gucci store, just let me come with you.
Absolutely.
Sound good?
I got you.
All right.
I got you. I'll get you a gift.
But I'm taking you up on that.
Check Iron shoes. I got those for Iron.
I'm taking you up on that.
Check Iron Valencia shoes tonight.
Will do. So let's talk about Island Fights 50. What fight are you looking forward to most that's like a sleeper on this card?
The fight walking out right now is going to be amazing. Yeah. This guy, Odie Delaney. Just the name by itself should say something. But the kid is a D1 All-American from Citadel, wrestler. He's fighting a tough guy who's the Impact Promotions heavyweight champion, amateur, Damian Poe. So that should be a good test, and it's his debut. So my honest opinion is I don't know anybody that's going to give this guy any type of trouble. He comes from a great camp, El Capital in Destin, Fort Walton Beach, with Danny Ruiz and Daniel Silva. So they're veterans in the game. So I'm sure he'll be well versed everywhere besides wrestling. Also,
very cool. Main event, Island Fights 50. We know it's Hannah versus Shannon. Was that always the game plan when you brought that fight together? Was it always the first female main event, or did it just kind of develop that way and the buzz kept on going? Yeah. Was that always the plan, the main event?
Well, it was always the plan if you could find the right opponent.
Sure. Right.
115 it's a very complicated situation. It's just like 125 for males. 125 males, you either fight. Okay, you can either fight
whatever the hell you want.
You could either fight like a killer, or you could fight the worst fighter ever, because there's not a lot of people in the pool out there in that weight. So you can fight a 0-4 guy, or you can fight a 4-0 guy, but you're either fighting a stud or you're fighting a bum. There's really no in between,
no middle ground
at all. And if you have a guy who's a 500 record, they might be a really decent fighter, but they're fighting the killers because there's no other opportunity. It's the same at 115. They're either in Invicta. Sure. Or signed by Invicta. They have really shitty records.
Right.
They fought the girl maybe a few times already in the amateurs.
Yeah.
Or they've became friends.
Right.
From fighting each other in the amateurs, a lot of these girls become friends and train with each other as pros.
Yep.
And you see that a lot, but even the divisions in the UFC, it's not very deep. So when we found Shannon, I was like, wow, this is the best fight. I think we should make this a main event. And I'd been even shooting this around with a bunch of different people. The first person I even told was probably going to be the main event was Mitchell, because he corners Hannah sometimes.
Right.
So I said, hey, I'll just give you the heads up. I think I'm going to make that the main event. So if it was a situation where he couldn't be here, he was going to fly here because he had something to do. I think.
Yeah, he's in Jax right now.
Yeah.
You get ready for Jacksonville.
So he was going to fly here late in the evening. We're going to make it like the last fight in the car. But, Shannon's number 8 in the Southeast.
Yes.
Number 1 in Tennessee. Number 1 in South Carolina.
That's impressive.
Hannah's number 1 what is she? 1 in Florida, 2 in the Southeast. She's number 1 in Florida, 2 in the Southeast. But the weird thing is even amateurs are ranked. If you go to Tapology.com, like the number 4 girl is an amateur.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, there's no depth at all. Then you got to look for girls that are in Vegas and all sorts of places. Then you start flying people in, which we're willing to do that for Hannah. We're willing to do that for anybody as long as they're a couple of fights out from the UFC. But
Hannah Goldie has a lot of buzz around her. She has a lot of hype, that momentum, and that's what you look for, the fighters, that momentum. The question is, if she can get through this tough opponent, do you think she's the type of girl that can transform that talent to the next level?
Absolutely. I think she's got and this isn't just from me watching, but everyone that's in the fight business says she's the hardest working person in the gym, not just male or female. She's the hardest working person in the gym. And if everyone had her work ethic, they'd be 10 times better than what they currently are. So just by her work ethic, she's going to go very far. But then you add on the talent, and she's naturally really strong, quick hands. She can kick, she can grapple, she can wrestle, she can do it all. So
Dean,
it's going to be great.
Dean, we're live. Look at this. Look what you got the crowd doing. Look at this.
We're here at Pensacola Bay Center. The place is going crazy. What a wonderful event. Island Fights 50.
Standing ovation. Yeah. Just, this is an incredible event, incredible venue. The weigh-ins were just so much fun to watch as well. You have, like we just talked about, you have Hannah fighting. You have SD Dumas. You have Anderson. You have his opponent is tough. There's
Austin Lane is a beast, heavyweight guy.
The Christian Lohsen came in here.
Look, Greg Hardy. A lot of people can take away from Austin Lane because he got knocked out by Greg Hardy.
Right.
And people say, oh, well, maybe Austin isn't that great, but maybe Greg Hardy's that good.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people aren't saying.
Yeah.
Austin has fought. He's knocked out every one of his opponents, first round, I believe. And he went up and fought some show up north, and he fought a 4-0 guy that was a 10-0 amateur, undefeated guy.
Yeah.
Stopped him, broke his orbital bone, first round.
Right.
And he caught Greg Hardy a few times in that fight.
With heavyweights, you get clipped once on the right spot, it's out. No matter who you are.
Anybody can lose at heavyweight, and that's why you could. Alistair Overeem doesn't have the best record ever. He's got more losses than 98% of the UFC roster, but he's still one of the most exciting guys to watch.
Absolutely.
And he could beat anybody on any given day.
Exactly. That's why everybody loves the heavyweight division. It can end just like that.
Yep.
So
this card right here, we got half pro, half amateur. Is that something you like doing? Has this excited you?
It's something that I definitely have always wanted to do.
Yeah.
But and we were going to do it a few fights ago, but ever since we got on UFC Fight Pass, whenever you're on a TV schedule, whenever you announce the start time, like 7:30 or 8 p.m., like you have to start at that time. So I'm using this fight to gauge, the time and order.
Right.
So if it ends, December 22nd is our next show, and it should be something huge. I'm not going to say nothing about it, but
should be big.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make sure that we can finish this before that fight starts, and if we can run it smoothly like that, then I'll do it on every card.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to be a part of this. We seriously thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of it. Where can people listening to this podcast, they're like, okay, we hear the crowd, we hear Dean, we want to come to these events more often. Where can they find you on social media, fighters, coaches? What's all the social media plugs?
Well, I'm Dean Toole on Facebook. I have Dean Toole Official is my
Instagram.
I have like a sports promoter page on Facebook, and then my Instagram is Dean Toole, at Dean Toole Official. We're also at Island Fights, Instagram, Snapchat, everything.
Before I let you go, so what was an eye-opener for me yesterday is seeing all the behind-the-scenes stuff and how much you have to do. I was exhausted for you. I was blown away by how many people you had to talk to. So I can't imagine what you have to do tonight. So thank you for just giving us your time.
It gets complicated. I always feel bad because people are talking to me and I have no idea what they're saying to me. Like at weigh-ins, I have no idea what they're saying. They probably think I'm being a real dickhead, but I'm like, I've got 9 million things in my head. But I match the fights too. So that's that's just a job I'm just not willing to give away. And I just like matching all the fights. So then adding another card to match on top of the pro card was added, 10 people plus 3 corner.
Right.
That's 60 extra people.
Yeah.
Inboxing you and asking you questions on top of all the VIP tables. We don't really make fighters sell tickets. So, that's all us.
Yeah.
So we have 96 VIP tables.
That's insane.
They just added a couple.
Yeah.
The show started, they added 4 more on the right side. We're selling out.
They just haven't got here yet. So.
That is incredible. So we have an entertaining fight right ahead of us right now. So
we've never started this early, so a lot of the crowd probably isn't here yet.
Look at this. We got it right here. They are going at it. There we go.
Like we said,
That's
guys, Dean Toole, Island Fights, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. Tickets are sold on Ticketmaster.com. We're already excited for the next event. We'll be here and ongoing and forward.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, brother.
Wow. First round submission?
40 seconds into the fight. God, I could have popped the arm out.
That's a big boy right there. That's a big boy. Thank you, Dean.
No problem.
Boom. And we're locked in with the Shain, the legend, the myth. You're right here.
It's more of a myth, but yeah, that's true.
Team FakeGear is in the damn house.
TFG is in his house.
Island Fights 50.
We're here at Pensacola, Florida. Island Fights 50. I'm here with two marvelous gentlemen.
Oh, come on.
I'm saying marvelously dressed.
Yes,
Thank
that
you.
is
Thank
true.
you.
That is true. Thank you, sir.
You guys walked out. I seen a little clip of you guys walking out.
Oh, yeah.
On the stage before anyone else got here.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was flowing.
First stylish fashion.
I was flowing.
Nothing less.
Tower
but
Banks
stylish
ain't got
fashion.
nothing on this, brother.
No.
First one in, last one out. That's our motto.
So what do you guys think about the event so far?
Been amazing.
Yeah, this shit's been really great. SD Dumas with a huge first-round finish for you, representing
Most
Team
definitely.
FakeGear. That was beautiful. That was a great way to start the night.
Did you see that coming like that?
I didn't see that coming like that. I was here for the last fight with the same exact opponent.
Yeah,
And
all 3 rounds.
All 3 rounds. I didn't see it. I didn't see that coming, but I'm very happy that it did. And he just came in and he controlled the fight from jump. I mean,
My gosh.
His progression, we've been seeing him on social media, on Facebook. He's been posting a lot of stuff. He's becoming a monster. He really is. He's putting in the work, and if you put in the work, got great dedication, got great people behind him, the sky is the limit for him.
he definitely has the drive. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to say, this amazing event is brought by Team FakeGear. I'm like, we have these posters right on our desk to see the fights and what's next. That's pretty incredible to see.
It is. Sometimes it's surreal because I'm just like, you know what? From the dream that my predecessors had for Team FakeGear,
Yeah.
and the help from everybody and their support
Right.
coming to this point to see we're some of the main sponsors of this event and sponsoring athletes all over the country, dude. It's pretty awesome. It really is.
You, like, what Dave and I like we talk all sports. I like LeBron James because he elevates others. That's what you're doing with Team FakeGear. You're elevating these athletes to have this platform where they can flourish on the biggest fight card of the year, brought to you by Team FakeGear. It's incredible.
That's awesome, and that's really kind for you to say things like
Seriously,
that, man.
yeah, it's amazing.
That's what I want to do, though. I just want to influence people to do their best. And whatever they do, it doesn't matter. I mean, I love sports, obviously. And
Yeah.
something athletic is probably more of my passion.
Yeah,
but,
up your alley.
You're making a debut to the ring soon. I see you hitting the mitts, right?
I hit some mitts today with
John
Radford,
Professor.
Yes.
the professor.
Yeah.
And he definitely taught me a few things. In about 10 minutes, I probably learned more than I'd known
He will
in
teach
2 or
you.
3 weeks.
He told us you hit harder than Rocky Balboa.
Well,
He said you got
that's
power.
Quite a compliment.
He said you had some power there. I did
because
hear
that. Sometimes Adrian. Hey,
Are you flirting with the idea to have a boxing match?
I
Just
am
like
flirting with
charity
that
or
idea.
something? Because
something exhibition.
Really?
Yeah,
No, me too.
but I'm thinking about maybe a year out.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I do have some injuries. I don't want to make excuses. I'm old, but I'm still going to.
It happens fast. Hey, let's pause this real quick, guys. We're going to do the national anthem. We'll get right back to it.
Yes,
Pause
sir.
it.
America.
Okay, and we're back. The national anthem, the honoring of Island Fights 50. What an amazing event, man.
It is an amazing event. I really enjoy it. Every time we come here, it's no matter what the crowd size is or the amount of people that fill the room, it's still electrifying just being in the atmosphere.
Yes. Yeah, Dave and I, we came in, there was no one else in here, and it had a feel to it. Like, it felt different. Like, we're sitting there, and we're like, we could just stare at this empty stadium.
Yeah.
Like, it's just different.
Yeah. Sometimes it's definitely packed.
Yeah.
And that's even more electrifying, no doubt.
Of course.
Sure.
But at the same time, just being here is awesome.
Yeah.
You guys, this is your first one, correct?
Yes,
This
sir.
is. We came last time, but we just came for the weigh-ins. We had a dear cousin, Skylar. She was graduating family first, so we drove back. But this is our first Island Fights, and it's pretty incredible. It's really good. Max and I, we've been going to a lot of events in Orlando, Combat Night, Undisputed Promotions, but Island Fights, the icing on the cake.
It is. Now, we've been talking about it. You have a lot of athletes under the Team FakeGear umbrella. What is it like seeing Anderson compete tonight? You have Devin Cushing competing tonight. What is it like seeing your athletes, SD Dumas? Do you get nervous watching them fight?
It is, and I was speaking to my wife about this situation. We are emotionally invested in these guys.
Yeah.
So it's like watching your friend, watching your sponsored fighter, watching someone that you truly care about, not just a victory. I mean, that's awesome. Safety.
Yeah.
These guys, I want them to come out. I want them to come out of the ring. I don't care what the situation is or who gets the W. I want to see them both walk out of the ring, everybody intact. You know what I mean? And every time somebody takes a shot, I'm like, and I feel it. Like, it's emotional. It really is.
I was going to say before, like Pete White and all the fighters, Mike, Taylor, Anderson, Chris, Mixon, like we like LeBron James, we like other teams, our favorite teams. Those don't even get close to compare when we watch Mike Davis live. We watch Taylor White live. Like, that's the most we get amped or nervous or excited. Yeah.
Most definitely. And watching him when he was at the Contender Series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was such an emotional thing we had a house full of people, and it was on TV, and it was a million miles away, exaggerating, but it was far from Florida.
Right.
And it was still so emotional for us to watch that fight.
It was.
I felt like we were in the octagon with them. Like, that's what it feels like. Yeah. So it's been spectacular to have you on, for giving us your time. You've been so kind and gracious to us, and we truly appreciate it because you guys are helping elevate everybody, like I said. So it's a pleasure for us, Locked In, to be a part of this type of event. It's incredible.
That's awesome. Now are we going to sing that trio a cappella that we were going to do, or
start it off?
Okay. Doo-wop. Team FakeGear is coming, and we ain't running.
There I don't even know. There we go. Locked in the building.
Shane Peasy on the ones and twos, and I'm going to leave it with you guys. Very, very much my pleasure to be sitting here with you guys. Locked In. Try to catch this show every chance you get, man. I do, and we really do appreciate your support.
Thank you, Shane.
Brother. We appreciate you. Thank you.
And we're locked in. Okay, so we spoke to you before, Christian Lohsen, and man, you lived up to everything you said you were going to do and more. That was smooth, tactical jiu-jitsu at its finest.
Thank you. It was a great fight. Noah's a tough dude. Like, some of the submissions I had, most people would have tapped minutes earlier. And he fought through, made me switch to a choke because his arm, he wasn't going to tap to it.
Now, I told Dave...
Mike Davis was sitting next to us, and we thought that he tapped maybe right away.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, Max thought he maybe tapped. I thought he was just, like, reaching, right?
Because I asked him behind in the locker room. And I was like, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. I'm like, it looked like he tapped, so that's what I was saying. Dave and I were debating if he tapped or not.
I didn't know if he tapped or not. All I know is I don't let go till the ref steps.
Oh, absolutely.
So whether he tapped or not, in the end, he tapped later.
Yeah.
I held on, which if I would have let go at that time, it probably would have continued and I would have lost the sub. But, yeah, he's just tough. Like, his arm was going backwards in all kinds of different directions, and I don't know how he lasted through the arm bar to make it to the triangle, to be honest.
That is, no, he's a tough son of a gun for sure. But like we were saying, I don't know if he told you, my analogy right away from me just watching your fight and how you flew, I thought you looked like a lot like Damian Maia. Do you get that a lot, or have you heard that before, or do you like that example or analogy of you?
I've heard that a little bit. When I use more of my jiu-jitsu, I hear that.
Okay.
Other fights, when I chose to strike more, I heard more Wonder Boy. Just because
your head kick was nice.
Yeah.
That was game plan coming in. Was first combo was to set it up with a little stutter step 1-2, like just kind of feinting it, throw the head kick. Because we saw in past fights when people kick, he drops the hands, always thinking leg kick.
Right.
So came in, threw it. It connected not as flush as it could have if I would have set it up a little better. I didn't do my full stutter step, so I didn't get my distance. But it still connected, shook him up a little bit to start the fight.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a good fight, minus getting kicked in the nuts and getting cut under the chin. When he threw his front kick, it didn't land, but his thumbnail just barely touched and cut. So I have a decent gash that's covered in Vaseline right now.
Well, we appreciate you coming into the studio, giving us your time even when you're bloody.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure being here, pleasure talking to you guys. I look forward to talking more since we're so close.
But, definitely, man.
We got me and my whole team of amateurs that we've got. They're all coming up, killers.
That's awesome.
We have 4 actually getting ready to fight on the October card.
Right.
One of them is in the crowd, Carlos Barrera. He's 5-4 currently, but with us he's 5-1.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll come by the gym. We would love to. Like one night we'll get together, Tuesday, Wednesday night, whatever it is. We'll come by the gym, hang out with you guys, take pictures. You know, I think it'll be fun.
Absolutely. I'm sure everyone would love it. We'd love to have you guys out.
Cool, man.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
Again,
man.
Great performance. Christian Lohsen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome, brother.
And we're locked in. Frank the Tank. That was the knockout of the night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you see it going that way?
That's what I do. That's what, if they fight my fight, and he's a fighter that loves to stand up,
right,
he'll never win. Nobody will never win in my fight game. Standing up. They might try to take me down, and they might get a win like that, but standing up, never win.
Absolutely. One of the most underrated parts of that fight, we saw from up here, a couple other fighters saw too, you checked one of his leg kicks early.
Oh, yes, sir.
And it just after that, he didn't want to throw it the same way. He never moved the same way after that. We thought that was the best move of the whole entire fight, except for, the knockout finish.
That's right. I put my knee up, so his toe hit my knee.
And you were talking. You were talking. I saw him like, okay, look, you're the nicest guy right now, but I was scared of you. We're in here, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm definitely a nice guy.
You are. But, I mean, your hands are like lunchboxes. I shook your hand, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like... Oh, my. Congratulations. That was the performance of the night. I can't wait to watch more of you.
Hey, thank you.
Obviously, here at Locked In, we're a sports podcast. You're always welcome to come on, phone call, whatever you want to do. Huge fan of yours. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. And we're locked in from another great event.
The best live event you and I have ever covered together. It was Locked In.
It was. Island Fights 50, Pensacola, Florida. Another great event put on by Dean Toole, and the athletes, the fighters, the coaches, obviously the promoter Dean Toole, all lived up to everything it was built up to be.
The fans were great. The arena was great. The weather was awesome before we got here. It was a fun weekend, boys.
I thought you were going to say the weather in the arena. I'm like, what?
I nailed that one, right?
Yeah, it was amazing. And there was standout performances, but what I was impressed with was just how everybody competed. Like, you could tell everybody wanted to win that night because of how important this was.
Yeah, top-level talent. Unbelievable.
Dave.
Yeah.
Performance of the night.
Devin Cushing.
Knocked the guy out. Round 2.
Round 2, and everything you heard, that this guy was tough as nails, and Devin Cushing, he looked amazing. His jab was in there. He had a hook. Devin Cushing he's already a star. I cannot wait to see him on another next level. Devin Cushing, performer of the night.
Right, and I think the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is Dean taking me to the Gucci store. It's official. It's loafers that he said over Jordan, so I'm holding him to it. But
it was. Max, what was the knockout of the night for you?
Oh, come on. Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
That's what I call him. This man just hit the guy. You see this every once in a while, like on SportsCenter, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was out cold, drooling on the mat.
Yes.
On the mat, just out limp, just out cold.
Let me give him justice. You said, guy, this is Austin Lane, who fought for Combat Night.
He's
fought for Dana White Contender Series against Greg Hardy. This is a legit top-end talent. To be honest, let's call a spade a spade. Frank was there to kind of set up Austin to get another win. That's what I saw. And Frank was like, no, bullshit. I'm not letting this man set me up. And Frank knocked him out.
Frank looked scary. And then afterwards, he's like, I'm telling you right now, I will stand with anybody. I don't care who it is. He's like, he was talking to him.
Mark Hunt, Roy Nelson, doesn't matter.
And I told him, his hands were lunchboxes. I'm like, I couldn't even imagine getting hit with that.
Gosh. All right, guys, submission of the night. JT, let's go with you. Who is the performer with the best submission of the night?
Ooh, I'm probably going to butcher the names.
Okay.
So, Golden.
Yeah.
Versus Freeman.
You nailed it. Wesley Golden, James Freeman Jr.
Right. Yeah, I'm terrible at names. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
behind the scenes. But, I mean, that submission was, he was from American Top Team in
Coconut Creek.
And we were sitting right by the producer stand, and the guy's like, oh, he looks up. I'm like, did they say American Top Team? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you got to watch out for the jiu-jitsu. And as soon as I said that, he got that rear naked choke, and I was like.
Second or third round.
Yeah.
My submission of the night was Christian Lohsen.
That was a great one, too.
Yeah. And Max, say your funny line. What was his line? He was like adrenaline. The guy should have tapped on the arm bar.
I said I thought he did tap, and he was like, I was bending it all in each way, and he should have, but you can't adrenaline your way out of a choke.
Gosh, I love that.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Christian Lawson's my boy.
Pretty iconic.
I'm gonna take him out to lunch or or go see a movie with him or something.
Yeah, he was very nice and very calm, very composed, very cerebral, just feeling the ring before everybody. So it was a spectacular event. Like we said, there's so many athletes that you can tell will be stars that are already becoming stars. Like you look at Devin Cushing, you could just tell the momentum behind him. Just his swagger, obviously, comes out in Jays, talking about Jays with us. But it was an awesome event, and I think we have the privilege of seeing these stars flourish and develop and blossom each event. And they're doing it, and you can see them evolve, and you can see them adapt. So it was an overall amazing event, all brought to you by Team FakeGear.
It was. Everyone was awesome. We had so much fun. We had so many pictures with so many people. But our train, Max, we keep rolling. Clash of the Titans 2, October 20th, Orlando Live Event Center. You and I will be there live. We cannot wait. The Locked In community continues.
Yes, it does. So, guys, Island Fights 50 podcast. Here you go. Download, subscribe, all podcast platforms. That could be iHeartRadio or Spotify, Stitcher Radio. But if you have an iPhone, which you probably do, Apple Podcast. Download, subscribe. And, guys, like always, stay locked in.
Yeah. You now locked in with the best. We ain't rocking with the rest. And when it's game time, we gon' put you to the test. Come the ball, we hitting it, kicking it, or we dribbling, passing it, or we running, or it's the ring that we flip you in. So what's the news? You want the scoop? You gotta keep it locked. To David Max podcast through your speaker box. What's poppin', my friend? You know the drop in. And the only thing left to do is keep it locked in.